So we're back with another video on the Turbo Civic. Gonna end up chucking some wheels and a 5-stroke conversion on. So I got some BC Gold adjustable suspension as well, and also got a traction bar to go on the front, stop the wheel hop a bit. Yeah, so I got some pretty special wheels. I'll probably show you them now. Some R32 GTR wheels. Pretty sick wheels, to be honest. They should fit good as well. I've seen them on other Civics and they look pretty good. This will finally make the car look a bit better. I'm not a fan of these wheels, to be honest, but never really bought any wheels ever. So these will be the first wheels I've really ever put on a car. So it'll be a bit of work. Got to swap out the front hubs and the rear hubs and the trailing arm, and get into the suspension as well. So I have to tune all those up, get them good height. But yeah, get into the video now.
Hello. He's gonna.
Oh, where can I go? That way. Pause it at 1 minute. Yo, can I have a turn doing it now?
Got the front hubs out on both sides. So here we are. I'll start working on the backs now. So got all the rear out too. So we're gonna go ahead and chuck in the adjustable suspension and chuck the 5-star hubs in as well. So we'll go ahead and chuck these in, and we'll go from there. These are the fronts, so I've just put the bottom forks on and got the rears in here. I don't think I need to do anything to them. I've just set them up the same height as the other ones, so hopefully we're all right. I may need to adjust that, but we'll do that once it's in the car. So Sam was blocking the camera the entire time.
Yeah, I was just doing everything.
Sam's apprentice today, you reckon?
Yeah, I've never seen.
So finally got all the hubs on. Haven't hooked up all the brake lines and stuff like that, but I just want to chuck the wheels on and just see how they fit. I chucked the front one on just before, and it looks like it's going to be sticking out a little bit too far, but I don't know, I can either roll the guards a bit more or chuck some camber in it or something like that. But we'll go ahead and chuck the wheels on now and see how it looks. So yeah, you ended up getting a smaller tire, just slightly smaller. So these are 215 now instead of a 225, but just fits inside the guards a little bit better and doesn't rub as bad. Yeah, it still looks pretty good. I went for a slightly shorter tire, so now it's a 45 instead of a 50. Just doesn't have as much meat, sort of looks a little bit better as well. Yeah, overall pretty happy with how the car came out with the new setup. Looks pretty good, so I just got to get it suited now and then it's all legal again. So I've been running into some cooling issues with the car. It ends up getting a bit too hot when I go on a long drive. Pretty sure it's because this is too close to the radiator, the downpipe. Also because this radiator has no shroud on the fan, and this fan's only an eBay one, so it doesn't pull very hard. So I'm gonna have to relocate this downpipe to probably go in between the header and the block through here. So that's going to be a bit of a mission, but it's probably, yeah, definitely needs to be done. And I'm probably going to heat wrap the exhaust just because it gets so hot in this area and it just heats up the radiator. You can see that this is actually bulging out, like it's popping out sort of thing. It's not straight anymore. So gonna go ahead and chuck in a new radiator. I've just got this all sitting in there just to show you, but yeah, it just gets way too close here. And the problem is with the new radiator and the shroud that it sticks out like probably, I don't know, 50, 60 mils from this point here. So with this current downpipe situation, I can't really fit the shroud and radiator in there. So I'm going to just run the exhaust straight through next to the block. It's only got about an 80, probably 90 mil gap in there. So it's going to be real tight, but I think that's the best option. Then I can run an actual shroud and a proper, I got a spool fan, so they're usually way better. They've got, I think it's like 1200 CFM or something like that, so it should be plenty enough. Probably other option after that would be to make some ducting or something to just get the air flowing through the intercooler into the radiator, but we'll pull this all out and I'll start making the downpipe. I'll show you the radiator and the shroud and stuff. So yeah, this is the radiator. It's quite a nice setup. It's a koyorad. It's a pretty good little piece. Pretty solid looking unit. And yeah, the shroud on it with the spool fan. So this should flow a lot more air with the shroud as well. So, but yeah, that's the issue. It sits out way further than the old one. The old fan used to sit about here and I had to push it over so it would clear where the downpipe went as well. So I also got a whole lot of new stuff. So got some 44 mil for the wastegate and some 3-inch mild steel there too. I'm all just going to do it in mild steel because it's a lot cheaper and I don't really care because I'm probably just going to do some wrap on it anyway. So I'm not going to see it even if it is stainless. Doing the wrap just to try to keep the temps down, and also got a whole lot of V-bands too. So, and new flex joint for both of them. But these are pretty fancy looking one. I just got a regular one for the main exhaust though. But yeah, we'll get into modifying that up all now. So start cutting up some pipe and see if I can just wing it. I'm not very good at this sort of stuff, but we'll see how I go anyway. So, got that all on. I think the camera fell over, so not sure how much you guys actually seen, but with that sitting up there, that's going to be a lot nicer. Come straight through. Good clearance away from everything. And then yeah, so I'll measure out how long I want the 90 and get that sitting up there, and we'll go from there. So I'll sort out that 90 now. Unplugged inside. So we've managed to tack it all in. I couldn't hold the camera and hold the pie cuts for Sam, so that's looking pretty good there anyway. The last piece tacked in. A little bit of, we had to cut a few of them just to try and rotate them a little bit. Like it's like, can't even see on the camera, but it's like 3 mils away from the runner there. Yeah, probably the same distance away from that corner of the block and the bleeder. It's probably what, 10-15 mils in there. So I think that'll be fine. Just wrap some exhaust, and I might make a shroud, like a piece of angle or a piece of flat that comes off here and just separates those two, so it's not directly on there, and then wrap it with some tape or something. But yeah, it's looking pretty good, so we can start tacking that up now, and well, fully weld it, I guess. And underneath it all also looks pretty good. So we just got a V-band there, so it's easy to take out. Yeah, extended to the back of the, behind the block now, so it's not rubbing on the bottom of the sump. So yeah, it's got to fully weld that all now, and we'll be good to go. So nephew got that all welded up. It's not the prettiest of things, but holds some air, so we'll go and heat wrap that up afterwards. Just got to add in the O2 sensor, which I'm going to put just down here, and we've actually done up, well, while he was welding that up, I made the wastegate all up, so that's looking pretty good. Got that plumbed back into the exhaust, just a little 45 and then pretty much a 90 going in down, and then just cut a hole in the exhaust, and yeah, that all fits up nicely, so that should be good. Nice and easy. It's separate. I did this my last one with the downpipe, and it was just a pain, so this is a whole separate system. It's not connected to the downpipe, it's connected to the actual exhaust. So now I'm going to actually unhook this and make it a detachable like screamer pipe. It's going to be an external wastegate out to atmosphere. So I'm going to take this off and make a cap for this side here, and then we'll just make a pipe that comes straight down and dumps to the floor. So I'll go ahead and get into that now anyway. So yeah, we got the wastegate all plumbed up. So I have got another pipe that connects the two together, but at the moment we just got this one just going straight to atmosphere. And then I've made a little cap with a V-band, so it just caps off the exhaust. And yeah, so I've got one with like a little flexi that goes between the two when I need to go get a warrant. And yeah, ended up getting the O2 sensor on and heat wrap the exhaust, and probably need to do some wire because I couldn't get these clamps very good. But yeah, so that's looking a bit nicer now. Covers up all the ugly welds. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and chuck in the new radiator now and chuck the intercooler back on and take it for a test drive. going. Got the intercooler back on, so yeah, just chuck some water in it and we'll bleed the system up and drop it back down on the ground. So, got the car all warmed up. It's the fan's actually turning on now and it's keeping it at a steady temperature. So we're gonna go out and take it for a little test drive, test out the new wastegate and just see what it sounds like. Oh man, that sounds crazy. Fans kicks on way harder than I feel that. Oh yeah.
That'll be beautiful cooling and stuff as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's ruthless, man.
It'll be the shout as well.
Yeah, actually pulling it through.
Yeah.
Instead of just in this spot. Yeah, it like kicks off, it turns back off because it pulls the motor down.
Yeah.
With the other one, it would like just stay on and then it would like, yeah, get too hot.